Hello my beautiful people. So I just want to do some kind of welcome to my humble abode. I just want to do some notes on the coming Venus retrograde, and it's actually going to start tomorrow on the 5th of October. So depending on where you are, because you'll be getting these early, you know, I like to get them out for you in advance. So let's talk about this. One of the things that I kind of really feel is worth mentioning, I haven't done Venus retrograde specials for everybody, and the reason I didn't do them is because we're saturated with them. Everybody's talking about it. If you haven't seen it, go to my website, www.reydiantreality.com. That's R-E-Y, not R-A-D. And on there, I've put, there's a blog post that's called, you know, that's all about the Venus retrograde. Have a read of it. I think it will give you some insight, some understanding, some background, some context as to what might be happening, how it might shape up, and all that good stuff. Now, that's why I haven't done the Venus retrograde specials, because like I said, not only are we saturated with them, it's one of the things that everybody's talking about. It's on everybody's lips. But there's a few things with astrology that I really want to get across to people, that I really want to hit home to people. You know, some of the really good astrologers out there really hit this home to me, you know, and I'm still learning. I still have a very long way to go on my journey of understanding astrology, you know, and it's like tarot. The journey of understanding and learning is never truly done. You just get to a place where you're competent and proficient. Now, the Venus retrograde will be happening, like I said, on the 5th of October, which here is in the UK where I am is tomorrow. For some of you, it will be, you know, the day after, just because of the time zone thing and whatnot. So, you know, whatever day it happens for you, I'm just trying to get this out in advance. What is important and what you need to remember, all things in terms of astrology, are qualities of moments in time. So when Venus officially goes retrograde on the 5th of October, that specific day, so tomorrow, I personally will be paying attention to what happens on that day. Remember, just like your own star chart, an event chart, a synergy chart, whatever it is, you look at that chart and you are looking at a picture of a moment in time of where the planets are at any given moment in time. And what you're looking at is the quality of life that that event, person, thing, you know, launch, you know, I did a chart for my website launch, which is why I launched on the day that I did and at the time. And if you see it, it's not, a lot of people will be like, oh, I've checked out your chart and it's not very good, and there are some challenging aspects to it, but I specifically chose the challenges that I wanted, and I specifically chose those because I was aware that I was looking at a moment in time, and having the understanding that I'm looking at a moment in time, I can anticipate what is going to unfold over the lifetime of the thing that I created, of the, you know, the website that I launched at the specific time. So when Venus goes retrograde tomorrow, pay attention to what happens tomorrow. Pay attention to the relationships that you've got and what happens in them, the dynamics of them. You know, Venus is going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. This is all about the power dynamic. It's about what you truly, Scorpio, what you truly desire. What is at the bottom? What are your deepest motivations in the core of who you are? Venus, what do I value? So she's actually amplifying that retrograde to relook at something, reassess, re-examine, redo if need be, in the sign of your deepest and, you know, most held and sometimes even darkest and taboo desires. Venus is going to ask you, what do you truly value here? What do you truly value at that level? And that's what's going to help you understand what your motivations are, where they come from, what is truly driving the decisions that you make based on what you actually value, as opposed to what you think you value on the surface. Remember, we're out of Libra, we're in Scorpio now in terms of Venus. She'll retrograde back into Libra, and I feel, because it is You know, there's definitely going to be some obsessive behavior going on for all of us. I can't even tell you, you know, I'm like looking at it like, ooh, because I know myself. I know what my my moments are and my triggers. Like, one of the things I do is bite my nails. That's one of my obsessive behaviors. You know, and sometimes it's yeah. Anyway, enough of that. But you see my point. If you know what your triggers are and whatnot, you'll be able to anticipate that more. So tomorrow, pay attention to your relationships, what happens in your relationships. Pay attention to the things and the people that you're drawn to. Pay attention to what it is that you feel urged to acquire. Remember, Venus rules money, it rules acquisitions. It's the, excuse me, the lesser benefic, you know, and it's all to do with what we value, what our monetary values are, what our financial state is, you know, mentally, emotionally, actually, physically, materially. It rules all of that stuff. So really be conscious, really pay attention to what's happening. And the reason I've put this prelude in to all these weekly videos is because this it's happening now. And if you can pay attention to especially what happens on the day of when the retrograde starts, it's going to give you an idea of the quality of what that entire retrograde season is going to be about for you, is going to deliver to you. And remember, we always have a choice. We co-create our destinies. Things aren't done to us. They are done with us. And, you know, and in terms of that stuff as well, sometimes the universe takes you to a certain point because you need to make a decision. And if you don't make a decision, unfortunately, like any rule of procrastination, if you don't jump, you'll be pushed. That's how it works. You know, so think about it, pay attention to what's happening, be observant, you know, ultimately be observant with yourself on a really deep internal level. You know, listen to what comes up for you on the inside and pay attention and observe all of the stuff that happens externally, because in that is going to give you sort of, you know, the way that this is going to shape up for you. I'll talk about this more as well as we go forward, and this is the other thing that I really want to hit home to people as well. No transit lasts a day. You know, I mean, some of the aspects last a day, and, you know, in that respect, but their effects tend to be felt longer than they actually last in some respects. The eclipses, for as an example, they happen on a specific day, but they take 3 to 6 months to unpack and to assimilate into our lives. Like, some of the stuff that's happening for us now is off the back of the eclipses that we've had. You know, so be aware, be alert, understand what is taking place, you know, and more importantly as well, especially given the fact that it's a Venus retrograde, be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others. You know, this isn't going to be as hardcore as some. It will definitely be driving those obsessions for sure. I don't think it will be as hardcore as what we've had to deal with over the summer and, you know, the course of this year. So with all that said, waffling over, I really hope you enjoy your week ahead videos, and you'll be able to find all the good stuff that I talk about on there. Take care, and I'll see you very soon. Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead Tarotscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I would be eternally grateful for it. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your continued support. It truly means the world. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so on the link below. And if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the email address below. It is www.reydiantreality.com, spelled R-E-Y, not R-A-D. So with that said, I would like to bless both of my decks with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. I hope you enjoyed the quick Venus retro blurb that I put at the beginning of the video. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time for all of us, but I just wanted to, you know, to hit some some good things home. Bam! You get the sun card, jump straight out, face up as well. So it's like, bam, I'm here. Taurus, yes, you get another week of reprieve. And it's funny because I remember September was like this awesome month for you guys, better than ever, you know, especially in the face of everything that's been happening. Then the next month, October, you know, we talked about actually now it's time to knuckle down and get back to it and start to assimilate some of the changes that are going to happen and learn to roll with the punches that are taking place for you. This week you get another week of reprieve. This week, when you get the Sun card, it's optimism, it's joy, it's the lessening and the lightening of burdens and challenges. The Sun card brings you ultimate optimism and joy, but it also brings you consciousness. It allows you to get in touch with the deepest recess of self that is all about healing, that is all about understanding, that is all about living who you are, you know, how you are, and living that through authenticity, through being in and of the light, through being, you know, a potent force for, you know, use the terms, potent force for good. And this is about you in your own life. This isn't just about you giving for or doing for or being for others. This is about you directing and diverting that healing, loving, kind, caring energy back towards self. You know, to really start to understand, what am I about? What am, you know, what is going to do good for me? This is the week where you really kind of get to be a little bit selfish, and that's beautiful. You know, in fact, sometimes it's bloody vital, which is one of the, you know, the things that nowadays you can't be for yourself, or, you know, it's ridiculous. It's anyway. Easy, Raph, easy. So your direction card, the context, how this shapes up, what it's likely to look like or be, or also it can be how you best achieve your destiny card. Four of Wands, I mean, wow, what a bloody week. So the Four of Wands is happiness, it's celebration. For those of you that have gone for jobs and you're now just waiting to hear back, this is the week where you get it. For those of you that have put the feelers out on something that you want to create or something that you want to do, especially in terms of home, like home life, for those of you that have, you know, that are looking to get a mortgage, for those of you that are, you know, looking for a new place to rent, it kind of tells me that this week, not only will you find the perfect property, but the chances are, if you're smart and if you're savvy, even under the Venus retrograde, you can get a good deal. This is about, you know, and it's funny because I don't personally feel that this is like the time to, you know, to be crazy and frivolous, but I really think that if you are upfront and you kind of, if you've got that little bit of cheeky charm about you, you may very well get yourself a very good deal, you know, on whatever it is that you're trying to do. So like if you get the job offer this week and the money doesn't sit right with you, say so. If you, you know, if it's a home, if you know, if there's something that you want or something that you're getting and you think, do you know what, I like it, but I'd like it at a better price, or I'd like it with a better perk or whatever, ask for it. This is the week for you to speak up, because it kind of feels to me like your energy comes across as light-hearted and bouncy and fun this week, not as like, oh, I'm trying to get something for nothing, or I'm trying to, you know, get more than I've earned or whatever. It's not about that. I kind of feel like people are receiving you really well. It also tells me as well, some of you are going to be hearing about a celebration this week. You're going to be invited to something, whether it's you know, somebody phones you and says, oh, by the way, we're pregnant, or, you know, we've just moved into our house, or our offer's just been accepted. Not only are you having the experience of your own good news and your own reason to celebrate, but you're actually hearing from other people about their reasons to celebrate. And it's kind of like this week, I feel like you are a good luck magnet. Anybody that's near you, that luck is going to rub off. You know, and you're going to hear within a day or 2 days of people being around you or interacting with you or coming to your home, you're going to have them phone you up and be like, oh my gosh, this has happened, and, you know, it's wonderful. And that's largely in part because of the energy that is surrounding you this week. So it's like you're not just a good luck magnet for yourself, but you're a lightning rod for other people as well. And that is bloody awesome. I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance itself. Have an amazing week. I'll see you very soon for more videos. Enjoy it.